Good afternoon, everybody, and I want to say I'm proud and privileged to stand here in support of One Law for All and all you stand for in so many fields of freedom of speech and respect for one law for all. Now, we live in a liberal democracy with fundamental freedoms. People have lived and died for those freedoms. One of the fundamental principles of liberal democracy is one law for all and equality before the law. And I am deeply worried that growing up in this country are various quasi-legal systems, and I'm particularly worried because of discrimination against women. One of the other principles in this country which we've been working and fighting for since the days of the suffragette movement, the suffragettes who suffered not so very far from here, is to eradicate gender discrimination, to promote equality for women. And I'm deeply worried that many women in this country today are suffering from gender discrimination, and particularly in quasi-legal systems, the so-called Sharia courts or councils, which are growing. There are about 85, we don't know how many really are, but I've met many women who are really suffering as a result of that discrimination. I've wept with them. Their stories break your hearts. Women who suffer from differential access to divorce, that's in their Sharia principles, that suffer from polygamy, their husbands drop them and go and get another wife. The women who have to suffer domestic violence, which is condoned in many ways in those courts. Women are suffering in this country today. And I can't sit on the red benches over there and know that women are suffering in the country today, and we in Parliament are not doing anything about it. So I'm really grateful to One Law for All. You're supporting my private member's bill. I hope everyone here might support it in the interest of one law for all and gender equality and in protection of those women in this country today, some of them suffering a Taliban kind of existence in Britain. It should not be, it must not be, and I'm trying to have a parliamentary initiative to make sure that we do respect one law for all and we protect women, particularly in vulnerable communities, subject to discrimination, intimidation, and many of them really suffering today in a way they should not in our country. So 3 cheers for one law for all. I do admire everything you stand for. Thank you for the privilege of speaking today. Thank you for your support for my bill, and I hope we'll work together for one law for all and to eradicate gender discrimination and the suffering of women in this country, particularly in the context of the Sharia courts and councils. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much. And I have Robert Sutton.